Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Server Play. This is Scoots42. I've been pretty busy again, just kind of cleaning up a little bit of my storage here. There we go. It's been kind of a challenge to keep this all straight. As stuff comes in, and it gets kind of stuck in the ESD. I've either been assigning it to a drawer, and some of this stuff, like the chicken and the food, it's working pretty good. It's getting sent over to our kitchen area. I've snuck in a couple more ender chests back here. This one sends stuff over to our food area, and I've got I thought I had another one. I think I got rid of it. I decided to do it a little bit different. I had to change kind of how I was doing things because the grid just couldn't handle it, basically. It kept trying to push stuff into that drawer system. So basically what I've done now, I've got two of these ranged collectors. One won't pick this stuff up that I have in this whitelist. And if we need to, since this is actually additions, we can always add a filter to this if we need to. And then this one will pick that same stuff up, but this is just sending it straight into a trash can because I really don't want any of this stuff. And then I have been really busy getting our power system beefed up. I basically have maxed these out as far as I can go. I've got some of these isentropic reservoirs in here. And basically coolant is now required. And like this guy is unbelievable now. He is putting out a maximum of 600 RF a tick. And these guys I have not gotten upgraded yet. They're still where they were, but they're doing, the 300. And I decided instead of totally getting rid of the canola, I think we can still get some use out of it with these compression dynamos. At least for the time being, because I've got these upgraded as well, and they are also putting out 300 RF a tick. And this is just with a fermenting barrel. This is not any kind of crystallized or empowered oil, which I really don't plan on getting into. And just so you guys really know, I have thrown everything I can at getting our power gen up, including the kitchen sink. I mean, seriously, the kitchen sink is supplying the coolant for all of these machines, and I have to say it is doing a glorious job of keeping up. It really, truly is. I wanted to continue working on getting our power gen going today, and what I wanted to start with today is this deep resonance. I want to get into this. The first thing you're going to want are these resonating ores. Let me see if I can get one out of the grid here. This stuff, this resonating ore here. And I had to build a furnace from RF tools to process this stuff in. You can see we get these resonating plates. We put in the resonating ore, and what we get out is a resonating plate. I think it might be a good idea, since we have a little bit of grid power to spare. Let's see if we can make a upgrade for this guy. I think we can put in a maximum of 20. And we're going to need another resonator. Because I've got that one over there is dedicated to doing Britannia stuff. So let's get another resonator here. There we go. And let's pop this guy over here. Hopefully we've got some room for him somewhere. Oh. Let's see. Why don't we just have you live right up here for now? Ooh. Oh, that's fancy. I like that. The last one I made didn't look like that. That's nice. I'm sorry, I was not expecting that texture. That is really nice. I'm not sure how I made that happen. It must have been. It must have been because of the block of coal, maybe? I'm not sure. That's I'm really liking that. But anyway, basically you get the. I'm sorry, I was just kind of taken back by that. I was not prepared for that. But anyway, I needed another resonator. I'm back now. Sorry about that. I needed another resonator because we need to make some gold. Looks like I need to get some crafted up here. So let's see if we can get about 30 of you guys. And this is going pretty quick too. I've upgraded our pulverizer and our furnace over there. So we don't have to wait too long for this stuff now. And I can still upgrade it a little bit further. So let's get a few gold plates here, because we need to resonate these. Let's, oh, we got to kind of wait on our speed upgrade. Maybe I can go hijack the one that's over here since we're not really using it. And I guess that is the same texture. I'm just not used to, I don't know why it surprised me so much. It just looks really cool. Well, let's pop you in up here. And you can see that greatly increases the speed. There we go. That should be good enough to get us started with making some. And if I remember right, well, I don't remember. I do not remember what else we needed here. Can I enchant those? Oh, I see. Magical apples. We'll get into some of that stuff later on. What are these? Oh, that's Draconic Evolution. Okay, we're not quite ready for Draconic Evolution yet. Just some gold and a block of redstone, really? There we go. Now we've got a few speed upgrades. So we should be able to speed this process up. Let's pop another one of you in here for now. And let's see if we can't pop a couple of you guys in here. Nice. That's actually moving right along now. So these resonating plates are going to be important. They're some of the first things we're going to need to get. Now, what I don't know is, you saw it stop there. Occasionally, I've got to take that out and put it back in. I'm not sure why it wants to stop once it hits that stack limit. I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. So let's get these in the grid. And let's take another look at our deep resonance manual. So we've got the resonating ore. To get the resonating crystals. Let's see, we found a bunch of these resonating crystals. That's not going to be a problem. Crystal attributes will worry you in a little bit. Radiation. We're not quite where we need to worry about radiation yet since we haven't really started. We are going to want to get one of these machine frames though. That's going to be the very first thing. And we're going to want a generator block most likely. Excuse me. And we're going to want an energy collector. So let's get going with that. So let's get a machine block or a machine frame here. I think we're going to want, that's the wrong one. We want one from deep resonance. Here it is, resonating machine frame. And it needs these resonating plates, some of which we just made, and a little bit of iron and some stone. And we're going to want at least 2 of those. And I'm going to make a couple more just because. And the next thing we need, let's just see if we can find it like this. Let's see, was it, no, not the liquid injector. Where did it go? Energy collector, I think is what we need, yes. So let's get one of those for now. And we wanted a generator, I believe. So let's get a generator. And just for fun, let's see how we're doing on diamonds. Oh, we're not doing too bad on diamonds. I've got 40, and I've got some more to crush. I've been mining and turning coal into diamonds still. So that is pretty cool. In fact, let's see how we're doing on coal. I've got a bunch to grind down here, so that's not too bad. Let's see what our manual says now. Generator. The generator on its own cannot get the power out of the crystals. For that, you need one energy collector on top of the generator multi-block. Only one collector can be put on a single generator multi-block. You can make the collector as follows. We just did that. The generator can only work if it is turned on. You can do that with the generator controller. So let's get a generator controller, which I believe is this guy. We're going to need a redstone comparator, which shouldn't be a problem. And I think I still have one in there. Yeah, we sure do. There's our generator controller. And let's see what's next. We'll need a lever, of course. I'll try to get that in a second. Resonating crystal liquid, quality, purity, strength, efficiency, tank. So they can contain liquids of any amount, but they have special support for that. So I think what we should do is, one of the things I've been working on, by the way, is I'm getting us these advanced power cells, which is why I'm making so many diamonds. And we really, honestly, at this point, we need one because we're doing more than 1,000 RF a tick. And I guess we could still get by with the regular power cells that we've been using. I had to upgrade to the advanced energy lasers, though, because those can only handle 1,000 RF a tick, period. So I got us up to these advanced energy laser relays for now. These can handle 10,000 a tick, which is great. And basically what I intend on doing is have this power cell, basically, we're going to do a pillar. And you can see I've kind of dug out an area down here, and we're going to start doing our deep resonance down there. It puts off some radiation, so I want it underground, and we will be working on making, what do you call it, dense obsidian, I think it's called, because that is, from what I can tell, the best for blocking the stuff. And for that, we need the spent filter material, and we need to make a deep resonance purifier to get that, which that might not be a bad thing to do. Let's go ahead and do that. I think we can make that now. Let's try that again. How do we get those? Oh yeah, like that. I made some of these. We need gravel, charcoal, and sand. I've got a fair amount of those in the grid. So let's make this machine. There we go, purifier. And I think it would be a good idea to see if we can get another power cell, since we can link all this stuff. And I do have one in here, but I want to try to get the advanced power cell. I want to see if I can do that. For that, we need some dimensional shards, which we don't have any of right now, but I should be able to get some with diamonds and all of this stuff. Hopefully I've got enough to do something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'll get us the 4 diamonds we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 4 infused diamonds. Hopefully the rest of that stuff shouldn't be too hard to make. Now, I want to check this power cell because I think I may have left a card in there, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, let's get that card out of there. And then we should have no problems using this power cell here to craft our... Where'd you go? Generator power cell. There you are. And then we should have no problem using that one to get this guy. Hopefully, yes. There we go. Nice. Right. Since these link together, I can actually, I believe I can start working this pillar up from the bottom, which is what I would like to do. And I think the bottom is going to be right here. So if I pop you down here and pop this card in there, there we go. Now you can see we're doing 17 million. We can store 17 million RF, which is just fantastic. And we're going to set this guy to accept energy on all sides. And we'll probably need to run and get some flux ducts, but let's... And, we'll need some flux ducts and a lever. So let's go get a lever. And some flux ducts. And we may need to start making the next tier flux duct as well. I haven't really looked into that. I'm not sure how much RF this thing is going to generate. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's get some flux ducts. I think that should be plenty for now. Now, hopefully, I'm not really sure where to set all this stuff exactly. But I'm thinking maybe over here in one of these corners. And I'll probably pop this stuff out behind it and start putting the dense obsidian in. Now, let's see. Let's take the purifier and set it maybe over here for now. In fact, let's do this so it'll be a little easier on the old flux ducts. Put that purifier right there. You have a... We'll come back to him in just a minute. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Generator controller. Generator. Maybe you can just live right here. And you could live right there. And you go on top. We could pop this lever here. And I'm not really sure. Let's go look at our crystals. We've got a few crystals in the grid we can take a look at. And you know what I would really like to do is I set up the crafting recipes for a wireless transmitter, which I would like to start, and a wireless grid, a wireless crafting grid as a matter of fact. So let's get those started while we're looking for our crystals. And we've got quite a few. Power left 29.13, 48, 52. I'm not entirely sure what any of these numbers mean, to be completely honest. I know that strength has more to do with the overall, you know, how much power you're going to get out of it. And I'm thinking, I think some of these I picked up in a non-conventional way. So I may need to break them to find out. Yeah, there we go. Power left 1%. So some of these are going to be better for processing, and some of them are going to be better for starting with power right away. Let's just take this guy, I think. right here, power left 30%. This might give us a good idea of what we're really dealing with here. And I'm going to set this up a little bit different while I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure which one the power is going to come from. Probably the generator block. So let's set U there. And let's set the generator controller here. And then, of course, I'm pretty sure this goes here. And do you just go up here? Oh yeah, I think I did something right. Nice. Now that is going to hurt us. You can see on my chop bar there, we are definitely experiencing some radiation. So I think it might be a good idea to at least enclose this in obsidian. So let's get some obsidian. And let's turn that off. Now, what I would really love is if it would let me do this with the swapping wand. So let's try to put some obsidian back here. Oh, it won't let me do it. It differs too much. Weak. And that is putting off a healthy amount of radiation. We are going to end up with radiation sickness. I didn't realize that it was going to be putting off so much right away. Or I may have gone ahead and just started off with the obsidian anyway. I'm hoping that the dense obsidian, when we make it, won't be so rough to replace. Maybe the swapping wand will let me do it with that. Maybe a shovel. And it is still putting out some radiation. That is crazy. Get this in here. Sorry, I've never messed with deep resonance before. That is crazy. I'm not sure exactly how much power we're going to be able to get out of this guy either. No, but I do think we should get this closed off, that is for sure. So hopefully we'll have this closed off here pretty quick. I'm going to try to leave a little bit of room on each side because I don't know how large this is going to end up being. So let's get this cleaned out. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put it up in the ceiling one block. I don't know that I need to do it this way, but I'm going to try to get us as much protection from that radiation as I can. Radiation is no joke. There we go. So now hopefully we can close this off a little bit. Don't know if we need to do the floor, but it might be a good idea to do the floor too. Probably going to want to have the flux ducts coming out from here. Good, it does look like that's where it should go. Awesome. And let's do one more row of this here. We'll pop it out one more block. I don't know how much room that little thing actually needs. Could have sworn that I just accidentally popped down a block somewhere I didn't want it. So I'm thinking I wanted those up in the ceiling. No, this might take a second. Just popping those down in the wrong spot. Oh, Obsidian, why do you have to be so dense? There is some glass that is almost as good as the dense obsidian, and I will work on being able to get that stuff crafted, but I think we need a fair amount of lead, which I may have, I may or may not. I'm honestly not sure of my lead situation. I know I've been mining a lot more of it than I ever have, mainly because I need it for these flux ducts. I think I may have wanted to come over one more block, but I'll work on that in a little bit. I'd really like to get you up and running. And I'd like one more. We may need to run and grab some more obsidian, but maybe. I'm not sure. I'll try to do it without it. Again, I don't want to do a whole lot of math. I do kind of rough math. That might be good. Might be good like that. Eventually, it'd be nice to get the whole room done up in the dense obsidian, but I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. I think we may have enough. Maybe? How close are we? I'd like to be able to see in there. Skip one there. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to leave this last little block here so I can turn that on, and then we'll fill in that last hole. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna have enough. That is nice. That is really nice. So turn you on. Oh, that's really helping, I think. That is really helping. I might be able to get away with leaving that open for now. So I think that might be working. Oh, there's the radiation. So let's pop you down. Oh, it's trying. That's not bad though. Yeah, yeah, that was definitely the obsidian is definitely helping. Look at those stats. It is definitely giving us power. It is definitely giving us power. So that is cool. And since these all work as a multi-block together, these power cells, this one is just taking the power in, and we don't actually have to have it physically connected to the ones that are taking power. That is super nice. Now, what I am worried about is, am I going to be affected by radiation up here? Doesn't look like it. And now what I may do is end up doing this whole floor up here in obsidian, just to help. Because I know that once we get more powerful, let's pop you there, that last guy down there. Maybe that'll help. And you can see I'm definitely being affected by the radiation right here. Definitely, definitely. So we don't want to get too close to it, because that radiation will really start to hurt you after a while. But I think we'll be able to get into making that dense obsidian. Oh, that's nice. I didn't realize we were that close. That is awesome. I got really, really close to this. I might just go ahead and leave this open. Nice. So am I gonna... Oh, no, it went away almost immediately. Okay. So I've got to pretty much be, like, right up on it, it looks like. Nice. That is super nice. I did not realize that our machine building right here I didn't realize I dug it out that far. Nice. All right. I'm excited. I cannot believe that I actually got this to work. I did a little bit of reading. I guess, let's see. Let's go upstairs. I did finally put in some RF tools elevators, by the way. I finally had enough of the problem I was having with the space bar. And I think it's just because, I've got like that extra boost on my jump. I think that's what was really kind of hurting us. And I've got a nice elevator in here too, if you guys didn't notice. Man, I'm just like really excited. This stuff is working out way better than I would have hoped. Now, so let's turn you back into the tome for now. And let's put some of this stuff up. Wanted to see, yeah, let me show you guys how to craft this book just in case I didn't. You will need a resonating ore, any book, and then 3 of the redstone, and that'll get you the book to get started if you guys want to go through and read the book, because I know I don't always do the greatest job of reading. I just kind of mumble a little bit when I'm reading out loud. I am aware of that. But anyway, I hope you guys had fun today. I hope you don't mind me stumbling through a new power mod, because I really want to start getting into some stuff that is going to need a lot of power. So I think we're getting finally into what I would call the mid-game, where we're going to really need to start beefing up our power gen if we're going to want to do things like void ore miners and void resource miners and that kind of stuff takes a lot of power. It really does. And if we don't want to have to, run it for 2 minutes and then turn it off, we're really going to need to beef up what we can do as far as power. So between episodes, I'm going to work on getting more of those hardened, upgraded power cells made. I'm going to work on getting us more diamonds, more coal, more of the things we need to craft higher tiered power generations. And I'm going to be reading that deep resonance manual and try to figure out how exactly we can refine this stuff. I'm going to work on the dense obsidian, all of that stuff. So leave me some comments down below. Maybe you guys have dealt with deep resonance before. If you have any tips or tricks or pointers, please feel free to leave some suggestions down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks for stopping by today, guys, and take care.